Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has called pictures of starving Gazan children, quote, revolting. Oh, well, I'm so sorry, Sir Keir, that you had to feel queasy looking at babies who have been suffering under a man-made famine that you and your government support. And as a result, they look like skeletons lightly clothed in a thin layer of skin. Oh, it must have been so difficult for you, so nauseating to have to gaze upon that. What an inconvenience. I hope our fearless leader doesn't take too many days off work from stomach upset he felt after being subjected to what he has called, in just the last 24 hours, absolutely intolerable. Quote from Keir Starmer. Not a genocide. No, that's too far. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? The UK is now delivering aid via airdrop. I made videos on this previously in the last couple of days because Gaza is, of course, an island that cannot be reached by land, and the sea around it is so stormy that no ships can sail to the island either to deliver aid that way. Wait, I'm just being told now that Gaza is not an island, and in fact, it is connected to the land, and to the rest of the Middle East. The UK has not disclosed how much aid they plan to airdrop per day, but let me give you guys the numbers. A single aid pallet, right, may have 15 tons of aid packed onto it as it's basically booted off a plane, a cargo plane, and then it sort of sails downwards if the parachute works at all. Otherwise, it might actually be 15,000 kilograms of basically rock hurtling towards starving women and children that might not be able to get out of the way in time. A single truck, by comparison, can carry 15 tons of aid, maybe more. And aid organizations globally have estimated Gaza needs over 500 trucks per day indefinitely, every day, all day, every day, to get through this crisis. And let me tell you now, the UK is very unlikely to be airdropping 500 pallets of aid anywhere at any point in time per day. That's the news. Now, here's the analysis that you've probably come for, because this is what I do. Don't forget to like and comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Help me get this summarized news out to the world. You can go BBC, Sky News. At this point, the situation in Gaza is so bad, you can actually go there and they're reporting it. Just like with very little Western spin, they're reporting it. There's still obviously sprinkles of it. But if you want to sit all day and listen to them and watch them bring on guests that really, there's no need to bring on guests. This is all publicly available information. You can sit there for hours and watch BBC on your television, or you can just watch a 10-minute video from myself. So help me get these videos out to more people. Now, the analysis. Starmer and the British government are using the promise of airdropped aid as a way to try and keep calm the civilians and the politicians in the UK that are asking for the United Kingdom to do more to help Gaza and do less to support, the genocidal maniacs that are imposing a starvation campaign on the civilians in Gaza, i.e. the state of Israel. This is not about, mind you, feeding the Palestinians in Gaza. It's about satisfying the hunger of the British electorate and members of parliament who hunger for the justice that the people of Gaza need right now. But that hunger is not being satiated despite Starmer's best efforts, and these are really his best efforts, really limp noodle as they are. That's basically all he can manage at the moment. The people are still pushing on the government to do more, to recognize Palestine as a state. Over 200 MPs signed a letter, sent it saying, we need to sort ourselves out, otherwise we're complicit in genocide. The British government are being told to take concrete action against the Israeli government for their crimes ongoing, and to actually do something more than just airdropped aid, photo op, publicity stunt type maneuvers that the current UK government has committed to and not committed beyond that. That's apparently the best way, that's apparently the best the British government could do. Airdrop, photo op, aid, and beyond that, we've got nothing. We can't tell the Israeli state to allow the trucks, the hundreds of trucks lined up right outside the door. Can't tell them to allow those through. Don't be insane. Don't be insane. It's Israel, right? It's a sovereign country. They can decide how they do it, but also we needed the permission to airdrop the aid. But also, actually, we didn't airdrop the aid with our planes. We're going to go to Jordan and the Emirates, the UAE. They're going to airdrop the aid for us because we apparently don't have planes. But we're strong enough. Don't worry, we're strong. We're strong and stable, this these fair isles of ours, we're so strong, we're ready to go to war with China. A video coming up later today about the nonsense on that topic. Now, you might as well have committed, if you're the British government, to airdropping aid into the camps in Germany during World War II, Eastern Europe. Do you remember that? Yeah? Go, drop aid into those camps in 1930s, early 1940s Germany and Eastern Europe. And just call it a day. Yeah, you've done enough for the Poles and the Jews if you do that. That's essentially what's being done here. Unlike back then, though, the people have social media. They have their phones and they have internet connection, so they can just see what the hell is going on. And they don't like what they see. They can dig for the truth if legacy news outlets won't give it to them. I'm trying my best here to deliver exactly that. The news and the analysis without the stupid Western spin. And I'm just one guy in a box office in London with zero animation budget. Now, analysis-wise, Israel's window of opportunity to succeed in some way in Gaza, that opportunity is closing. The window of opportunity is closing. They have failed their war goals of ending Palestinian resistance in Gaza, for better or worse. That's the analysis. And in the attempt to subjugate Gaza and take it under Israeli control, they have alienated themselves from some of their staunchest allies, and arguably most shocking of all, their gold-plated victim card. To cry anti-Semitism whenever their government was criticized for some action or another, their victim card, shock and horror for them, has finally expired. It's now frequently declined wherever it's offered as payment. They tried to use it, but in most parts of the world, save America and the halls of power in some additional Western countries still, Germany at the forefront, but in most parts of the world, America and Germany excluded, their victim card is no longer accepted. Right? They cry anti-Semitism, people say, you're a mad one, mate. You're a government, right? We're not talking about the religion that you follow. Forget that. You do whatever you want. You can be Zoroastrian for all we care. But you can't starve women and children. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that this victim card has expired. Time will tell how things turn out, and I'll be here to report to you the news and the analysis, unbiased and without the Western spin. I'm Mahfouz, and I'll see you on the next one.